Hi guys, EpicClashOfClansRaids here, and today I'm bringing you another episode of my subscriber base reviews, and this first one is from Brelex from Elite Empire, and he's got a town hall late, a pretty decent one at that, and so I'm just going to quickly show you guys what I think is good about the base. I'm going to reiterate some of the stuff that I try to put across in every episode to make sure that's hemmed in and you guys already know that. So the archer towers on the outside, good, protecting the collectors and things like that, because obviously people try and snipe your collectors, and if you go away for a few days or whatever and you leave your clash account, people will obviously take that loot, which you'll want to take at the end of the time you've been away, or if you're just going inactive for a little while, it's always good to try and defend some of your loot. So yeah, that's pretty good there. And obviously they help with Barch because archer towers have quite a long range, so that's pretty cool. He's also got his mortars spread out a decent amount. He's got them in the core, and out of town hall late mortars are quite powerful. And you've also got the wizard tower spread out. Two things I would say I would try and improve is, one, I would say your clan castle and dark elixir storage are way too exposed there. So I would say move your dark elixir storage in a little bit, and you obviously got town hall in the middle, so maybe you're a pusher or whatever. But if you're not going after trophies, maybe put that outside and then have your clan castle and your dark elixir storage in the middle there, which should help to protect them. Because if you've got clan castle troops and they're in the core, they will obviously come out once the attackers troops get into the core, and that's what you want to happen, so that your clan castle troops will protect the rest of your base, which I think is quite important. You should maybe have a look at that. Apart from that, I think it's good you're upgrading your air defense. People sometimes neglect that, and I think you're actually almost a max town hall 8 apart from your walls after that air defense, which is pretty cool, so well done for that. King's a little bit exposed there as well on the corner, so I may move him in the core. For a town hall 8, the things I would recommend putting in the core: dark elixir storage, clan castle and king, because obviously you haven't got your arch queen yet and you haven't got that many walls, so maybe move those three into the core. That's what I always say with the town hall 8 anyway. I think that's a good idea, and I'm presuming your Teslas are going to be in these little 3 pockets here, because I think town hall 8's only get 3 Teslas, I think, so that's pretty cool. You've got your air sweeper upgrading, which is a good idea as well, having that aimed in, that's fine. And obviously, as that enemy in air attacks most likely come from this side over here, so I would move some air traps there if you haven't already. And also these walls on the outside, I don't really know whether they're maybe just to kind of put some more area where people can't deploy their troops, but I would say maybe try and incorporate those into your base to maybe just give it that little bit of extra protection on the inside, because you can easily make up another intersection with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 walls, so that's pretty cool. So yeah, that's pretty decent base, and on to the next one. Okay guys, we've got our next base. This is from Ashley from Kings and Queens, and when he wrote down his request, he'd actually put, "For good reasons, I'm a troller." So I'm going to suppose some of the stuff that we're going to pick out is going to be wrong for this base, because I'm presuming it's going to be a bit of a troll. So I can already tell he's got his town hall exposed a little bit up the top there, presuming when he says he's a bit of a troll, meaning that will be quite highly defended actually by traps and testers and stuff up the top there maybe. And yeah, so I'll say also it's just a decent base all in all, I think, because he's got a decently upgraded base. Being a town hall 7, there's kind of a limit to how much you can upgrade, because town hall 7s obviously you don't get that much. Town hall 8, town hall 9, town hall 10, you get absolutely loads. So it's quite good going. So he's got his 2 gold storages a bit close, and so it's same with his elixir storages. I'd maybe move those out a little bit, maybe spread them out. And your dark elixir storage is in the middle, which is good, because obviously being town hall 7, dark elixir is very, very valuable. And you've also got your mortar spread out, as well as your air defense not too close, which is good, and that's protected as well. You've got your archer towers, spread out in a decent position there. You've got your cannons also spread out next to them, which is pretty decent, I'd say also. And yeah, I'd say it's just generally just a good design. For town hall 7, there's really kind of a limit to how much design you can really put into it, because you don't have that many walls, you don't have that many different defenses, so you kind of have to limit on how much you can design a base to kind of how original you could be with it. So I think this is quite good, and yeah, that's pretty decent. That's not really too much I could say more on the base, because there is a limit to how much you can do. But yep, from what I've said, you've got your well, the only thing I'd say is just move your collectors out, move your storages out a little bit, because that's quite important. So yeah, on to the next base. Alright guys, we're back. Got our third base here, and hopefully this is quite a good base to pick out little things which you guys can learn from. So Piggy Max, a actual real life friend of mine from CES Mini Clan, is my mini clan for my Let's Play series. And just in case anyone's wondering about my Let's Play series, The reason that's not going on at the moment is because, one, nothing's happening on that account. It's really boring. I'm upgrading my collectors and some of my walls before I go to the next channel level, so it's not going to be Let's Play on that for a little bit before I get all that done, because that isn't interesting to watch. It's boring, so I put that series on hold for a little bit, and then we're going to get back to it once our channel's upgraded and things like that. So yeah. So with this base, there's a few things we can pick out on. First off, the arch tower's decent on the outside, and the dark elixir storage is very well protected, but there's quite a lot of faults with this. So yeah. So one, you need to upgrade this dark elixir storage, because level 1 is really easy to steal, because one, it doesn't have as many hit points. Two, the percentage of it's stolen, it doesn't hold that much, so people steal more of it than you think they do. And as you upgrade your dark elixir storage, you'll find out it's a lot easier to protect dark elixir if you have a high level storage, I think. So yeah. Another 3 things really is the clan castle's really exposed, the air defense is really exposed, and the wizard towers aren't in a very good position. So you kind of need to spread those arch towers out. Like the last base, Town 7 base we just saw, that was really good. I'm going to recommend that base to Piggy because I think that's quite a good base for him to use. And I think obviously having these builders huts in the core in the actual base is quite useless, because you don't really need to protect your builders huts. But we're saying all this, the air defense there might be a Tesla or giant bombs there, so I don't really know about this base exactly. I could go onto my other tablet and check and see where stuff is, but that's in a cupboard, so I need to go actually bring that out to play on it a little bit tonight to get the Let's Play going. But in the case of this base, I think lots of stuff to work on, but you guys can see that there are things that you can take from this base and make sure you don't do yourself. Like the mortars aren't very even, the wizard towers aren't too spread out, the air defense, the clan castle, like I've said, and the air sweepers a bit on the outside. But as a Town 7, I don't really think there's too much of a worry about that. So yeah, I hope you guys have taken in some of the information I've given out, and you will learn, hopefully, if you have anything wrong with your base from the episode today. So yeah, thank you much guys for watching, and I'll see you next time.